bet you can't do it like me. Can't see me when I get on the ground. Game on, it's about to go down. A juke can shake it all up. My moves make them run them up. I'm lit so you know what's up. I got the party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
Pan a camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count to 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touch down like that. 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 Like work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that wanna keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant, he said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay, look, sometimes you need the faith, sometimes you need to know your worth, sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but in front of Bay. You can't negotiate with Drake, you gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, with the mainframe, loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and wanna see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. No, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing with it, baby. If you gon' do it, then don't play with it, baby. Exactly.
it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. Then she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto-Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't feel me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did you let it go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this.
Okay. Then I hit that. Okay. Then I hit that.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, Venerable Soldier Field.
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're a friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now this will make it into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
He was taken.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go play action with McDonald. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again. McDonald finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. McDonald, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
At the Bears' 41-yard line.
Play action. It's McDonald. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On 3rd down, McDonald. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. A gain of 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Buccaneers.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and 2, McDonald, this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. It's complete. It's Miller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. On 3rd down, Trubisky. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
To Tony Pollard.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Buccaneer 1st down.
Here's McDonald to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. We're scoreless after 1. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
To Chris Godwin.
2nd and 1 from the 2.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 2-yard line.
Again, this is Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A quick toss outright, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Anthony Miller.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Throwing on 1st down, McDonald. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. And now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
1st down, Buccaneers.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
A gain of 15. And a Buccaneer 1st down.
On 1st and 10, McDonald going for it all. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
Bears nothing.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. They go play action. Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And he's got Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Hey, 18. Hey, look three. Mike 6. What we got? Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the alert.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Handoff comes to Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's McDonald off of the play fake. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On first down, McDonald to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. McDonald sets to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On second down, Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on first down, then ran it on second down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. A bad third down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on fourth down. Now they lose it. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And the Buccaneer defense for the second straight play, flexing its muscle by forcing a loss.
On the tackle.
So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Ryan Succop set to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, They're the ones that need to touch the ball.
So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. Throwing on first down. McDonald. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
On 3rd and 2, McDonald. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to run through.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. From the gun, it's McDonald. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Bears nothing.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Trubisky, and he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky going up top for Miller. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Looking here for Smith downfield. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, second and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
The 40-yard line.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Incomplete.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So first and 10 now from the 30.
In your face. Mark 59. Mark 59.
Out of the gun, McDonald taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. They'll learn to ride that line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10. At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. K'Lavon Chaisson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Trubisky's pass intended for Allen.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight.
4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 1st and 10, McDonald. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Throwing again, McDonald. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And has he...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. K'Lavon Chaisson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
8 yards on
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And this one complete to Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The Bucs on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Running for it, here's Cook, and he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, McDonald. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Off play action. McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
10-10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line.
Trubisky's pass.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They run it again with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. It's now 4th.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Cohen. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. He'll have a 1st down and more past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Too many zeros on the stat sheet thus far. No touchdown passes, no points for his team, but he remains undaunted. Still attempting to get his team on the scoreboard, firing the ball downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Going to throw right side here, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to number 14.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Jimmy Graham. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, it's Trubisky. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Brings up a 3rd.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
So they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Buccaneers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.